Tina?
Yep.
Hi.
Yes.
Finally. Sorry, guys. Okay. Can you guys mute your microphone when you are not talking?
Okay.
And then, as I told you, make the screen share. Make the screen share. Adrina, if you look on the left side, Adrina?
Yes.
If you look on the left side of the screen, you can find the button, green button, screen share. If you click that button, you will be able to on the left side of the screen.
Yes. Share screen, you mean? Okay.
Yes. Share the screen so you can share your presentations. Okay, Adrina, I can see your screen. Ja, I am seeing your screen. Ja, I am seeing your screen as well, I think. And Tina, I am seeing your screen. So put the presentation on the top so you can right away show your screen to the listeners. And we're gonna start the meeting in a few minutes, I think. So each speakers will have about 20 minutes to present their presentation, and we'll have a 10-minute Q&A session. And Ja from Thailand will come first. The second will Ajrina from Indonesia, and Tina Pan from Taiwan will come the last. I might have to part for a while at around 13:20 or 15 something when Tina is presenting her presentation. But I will come back for sure, so don't mind that. If I do not come back, you guys, I hope that you guys can take some questions from the audience and answer those questions. And then our meeting will officially end at around 14 GMT. Everyone good?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, guys, do you all hear me?
Yes, I
Just
hear you.
type on the chat, please. Type on the chat, please, and mute yourself, Adriana.
Yes,
Can you mute yourself?
I can hear you, Oyun.
Okay, you can mute yourself.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna start the meeting. I heard people are watching us. So we are gonna start from Ja, Thailand NPO, on her presentation on SRT Thailand. People who are listening, you can leave a comment on the comment, and I will deliver it to the speakers. So Thailand NPO Jajidaka will present to us about the SRT that happened in Thailand. Ja, would you like to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Can everyone hear me? Okay. Hi, my name is Tidapha, and I'm the NPO from IVMSA Thailand, and I'm the speaker for today's SRT presentation. So first, I will give an overview of the event. Then I will move on to introduce the activities for both TNT and Global Health Program. After that, we will look at the feedback from the delegates and finally comments and recommendations from the organizing team. So I'll start with an overview of SRT. SRT Thailand is a 4-day event held during 18 to 21st June at Siriraj Hospital in Bangkok, the capital of Thailand. The participants are divided into two groups, to Training New Trainers program and Global Health Training programs. The theme of the Global Health Training is Access to Care. And overall, there are 36 participants from 6 countries, 14 for TNT and 22 for Global Health Training. Now I'm going to talk about the activities for TNT workshop. The workshop are divided into 4 days. The first day we call it the Discover Day, where participants discover the world of IFMSA training. The workshops start with fun activities that make them know each other and develop friendships. And the sessions focus on skills enabling them to effectively learn throughout the workshop. The second day we call it the Design Day, which will focus on the basic training skills and knowledge that international trainers should have in order to design and prepare training sessions. The third day is a Develop Day, which will focus on the essential knowledge that will enable the participants to effectively transfer information through a training session. And the last day we call it Deliver Day, which will focus on the essential knowledge that will the participant will deliver a training session made by a group of 2 to 3, which we have assigned in the first day as their graduated session. And then the 2 trainers will evaluate the new trainers' performance as well as give them feedback. For the global health training activities, Uh, the activities are mostly academic lectures, group discussion, and presentation. On the slide, you will see all the sessions of the Global Health Training. Okay, I will go into detail only for some sessions. The first one is Outbreak Emergency Management session. The first part of the session is an academic lecture on outbreak control. Delegates learn the method of outbreak control from the first step of detecting a possible outbreak to the last step of deciding whether the outbreak is over. And then the delegates also got to try the protective gears from the officer of Bureau of Epidemiology. Yeah, this is the picture of the protective gears. Next session is traditional medicine. The topic of Thai traditional medicine may not be relevant with the theme access to care, but we want the delegates to learn the different concepts between traditional medicine and modern medicine. For this session, we went to the Center of Applied Thai Traditional Medicine, which is located in the area of Siriraj Hospital. Siriraj is the only hospital that teaches traditional medicine, and this center is popular even among Thai medical students. This session is all about sharing policies for promoting access to medicine in each country and sharing the ideas of dream policies. And this last session, I will say, is a highlight of the Global Health Training. It's a role-play simulation on outbreak control. I will not tell you all the rules. It's quite complicating. So the concept is that there are an outbreak of disease X in the cities, and the delegates are divided into two teams, the attackers and the defenders. Among the attackers, there are some people who are infected with disease X, while the defender's job is like a government. They need to find out who is infected by asking questions and using policies to control the outbreak. These are some pictures from the session. This is the interview desk, and this is the picture when someone is taken into isolation unit. Okay, this picture is the conference after the workshop. We asked the delegates to present their strategies to control the outbreak. Okay, and that's it for the Global Health Training. And now these are our social programs. This is the pictures of the dinner cruise along Chao Phraya River. Chao Phraya River is the river that runs through the middle of Bangkok and dividing the city into two parts. And this is the picture of the trip to Grand Palace and Emerald Temple. Nowadays, the Grand Palace is used only for occasional ceremonial purposes and is the main attraction for the tourists. Okay, now I will move on to talk about the feedback from the delegates. For overall event, or what the most common likes from the delegates are attentive group modulators and the dinner cruise and national food and drink party. And for the things to be improved is the timing of the social program, which is for the last day that we went to the Grand Palace, which the timing is too short, and the condition of the hotel, which they say is not very clean and is too far from the hospital, and of course with the problem with the Wi-Fi. Okay. And then the feedback for both the training programs. For TNT, what they like are friendly trainers and a chance to meet new friends. And the thing that they said that need to be improved are the activities. They said that there are more like some of the sessions are more like an academic lecture and not enough activities. For the global health training, the delegates like that they can gain teamwork skill from brainstorming in a group and presentation, and there's a good balance between a serious matter and entertainment. And for the things to be improved, some of the global health instructor did not use English fluently, and for the time management, sometimes there are gap moments between each session when there are nothing for delegates to do, and some days there are delay in the evening. Okay, the last topic are the feedback and recommendations from the organizing team. I have asked the comments and recommendation from three of the organizing team, the chairperson, the staff from training new trainers, and the staff from global health team. For the chairperson, he said that the roadblock is that we cannot publicize the event effectively, and that the timing of the event is not good. It's because it's only 1 week before the regional meeting. So the participant did not reach, the number of the participants did not reach our goal. So of course the recommendation for him is to improve the current methods of public relation. For the feedback from the TNT team, they said that the workshop was well organized and the training materials were appropriate. And the bad thing is that the delegates are only from 4 countries. The last one is from and the roadblocks for the training new trainers program is the insufficient time to finish all the prepared activities and the time zone problem for online meeting. Recommendation, he said that the quality of our TNT workshop is mostly dependent on trainers, so it is very important to select trainers who is best suited for your SRT. Apart from application sending, holding a Skype with trainers applicants is recommended. And after trainer selection, it is good to hold several Skype meetings with the trainers and set the deadline for each task. And finally, from the feedback from the Global Health Organizing team, the good thing is that everyone got their chance to exchange their opinions, and there are varieties of guest speakers from different organizations. The bad thing is the ice breaking in the beginning of the training, and the OCs did not have a lot of chance to speak with the delegate. And it would be better if they had the chance to talk with the delegates for feedback and sharing information. And for the recommendations, the organizing team said that it would be great if we have varieties of delegates from different countries, just like the same opinion from the TNT staff. And another recommendation is that make sure our delegates know that they have to make some presentations before the event, and it is better to contact the guest speakers earlier, and that the staff should have the same lectures before the delegates did.
Okay, Ja, can I ask question?
Yes.
May I, Woyun? Okay. I wanna ask. Okay, can I ask?
Yes, sure.
Okay. Yeah, I wanna ask about what do you think in personally how to like uh, having a variety of the participant. Do you think the mistake is from the publication, the time of publication is too short, or something else? Thank
Yeah,
you.
yes, the time of the publication is too short, and also we can only send the invitation package to the other NMO, and the other medical student that is not that did not work in IFMSA did not know about this subregional training.
All right, thank you, Ash, for the question, and thank you, Ja, for your presentation. Um, since we already have had received a question from one of the speakers, I will now wait for the audience to for some questions, if there is any. The audience, if you have any questions to ask, you can comment on the comment chat if you have, and I will deliver it to the speakers. We will wait for about a minute. And in the meanwhile, Ja, can you mute your microphone again?
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Okay, I will consider that there is no questions from the audience. So we'll now move on to Ajrina, the NPO of Indonesia for Indonesian SRT that will happen in November. Ajrina, would you like to start?
Okay. Okay. So good night all. So I will explain a little bit about our SRT in Indonesia. Can you hear my voice? Okay. So here our objective for our SRT. One of it is to improve the quality of training in Asia Pacific region and to provide a forum for medical students around Asia Pacific region to learn from each other, including the topics of general health issue. So it will take a date on November 2015, and the location is in Yogyakarta. It's a very rich cultural city and student city also. It's located in the Javanese in Java. Okay, and the registration will on August 10, the early registration, and the closing of the early registration is 23rd August, and then the late registration is on 31st August, and the close of the late registration is September 13. Okay, then next, the quota of each country is 6 delegates. With no more than 3 delegates can pay in early registration. And the other requirement, I will share it on our informational package. Okay, and then the fee is 300. The early registration is $300 US, and then the late registration is $335 US. And then this is the requirement. The first is students who are eager to work for FMSA after SRT Indonesia 2015. And the second is students must conduct at least 2 training in their own NMOs after SRT is over, and a motivation letter. So you haven't officially become a FMSA trainer if you haven't conduct at least 2 training in your NMOs. And in the training, there are...
Excuse me? Ja?
Yes?
Can you put the presentation on the full screen? Try putting F5 button.
Boyun, can I start again?
Yes. Try putting the screen. Try putting the presentation on full screen.
On full screen. Okay.
Not that.
Like this?
No.
Wait.
Click the slideshow on the top.
Yes. Yes, this one.
The slideshow button.
Yes, I already have. Can you see it?
We can just proceed like this. Everyone can see the presentation anyways. It's okay. Okay. Move on, please. Thank you.
So the training will be, there are 4 training. The group A is for training new trainers. The participants will teach the basic skills and knowledge of how to be effective peer educators in both skill-based and topic-based training. And in the end of the TNT participant, the participant will be officially recognized as FMSA trainer. And then the group B is training human rights trainers. They will learn about the basic information of human rights, some training about that, and concentration on some specific rights. And then the group C is training all trainers workshop. This training will give the participant basic information about communication, team building, and problem solving skill. So from group A, group B, or group C, from group A and group B, they will choose by themselves. And once you have choose and the SRT begin, you cannot switch to the another group. But for group C, it's just several people who can enter the group C, because it's for he or she have got training in their RNMOs. And then for the global health training workshop, we focus about mental health. Why mental health? Because it's have raised as one of the global health issue for the last couple years. So by having this training, we hope to raise the awareness of the mental health issue for future physicians and leaders of the world in a global perspective. And I will show you our schedule here. I will. Here the proposed schedule. You can see it also in the invitation package. Okay, this one. Okay, and then for the social program, we will go to Bali Island. We will watch the Kuta Beach, which is so famous, and then we will watch kecak dance. It's traditional belly dance. It's like consists of 100 people, like having a circle, and there are a woman dancer who will circling around them. And then we will see Uluwatu. It's like a temple in by the side of the beach, and then we will sport in Tanjung Bendoa, and we will see Garuda Wisnu Kencana and Desa Penglipuran. Okay. Then the visa information, you can also see it in the invitation package, which I have been shared on the Google Drive. And then for more information, you can open it in the www.srtindonesia2015.com. That's all my presentation. Do you guys have you any question? Boyun?
Thank you, Ajurina, for your presentation. I will ask for the questions from the speakers first. Ja, Tina, do you have any questions for Ajurina?
Yes, can I ask more about the mental health training?
Okay.
Yes, I was planning to receive questions from the speakers first. So if Tina or Ja has any questions, you can go ahead. Alright, I will take it as there is no question from the speakers, so I'll take the questions from the audience. And Skander has one question. What kind of trainings should the participants do back home? How can you evaluate and measure them according to topics or skills provided? Could you answer to this question?
Okay. I will answer it as I know, because I also having training here in my NMOs. As I know that after back home, they kind of have like supervisor that like evaluating their work, so they will have like the real certificate of MSA trainer, because before we conduct that two training, we can't call the participant as the FMSA trainer, because they haven't officially become FMSA trainer. I think like they have a they like delegates a supervisor to each of the trainer back to their INMOs. That's I know, because I'm not the organizing committee, so I just answer as I know. How about it, Woyun?
That's enough. That's very enough. Thank you, Ajrina. Skander had a second question on the agenda of the mental health training. Can you elaborate about the agenda of the mental health training, please?
Okay. Okay, so we will talk about some of the mental health illness such as schizophrenia, dementia, and depression, as is written. But also we will discuss about the development of the disease itself, including the social determinant. Because in Indonesia, like especially schizophrenia is like having big percentage of patient. So I think we will more concern on the social development because here in Indonesia, one of the problem of mental health is the society stigma to the mental health itself. Maybe it's gonna be one of the topic we will discuss. But the form of the training itself, I still haven't got the detailed explanation. Oyun, is it? Is there any more?
Ajrina, do you have the detailed agenda for the mental health training contents?
Uh, Actually, I just have the invitation package, the detail itself. I haven't got it from the organizing committee. Okay, because I just got this and the presentation I made it by myself. For the detailed information, I haven't got it yet. From the okay.
So, do you know who are the facilitators or the trainers for the mental health training?
No, the people, the person who responsibility for this mental health training is one of my senior. The name is Ardiles. He is our liaison officer for United Nations in our NMOs, and he's the one that responsible for this training. But I
So
haven't.
does he have the agenda for the trainings?
Wait. Uh, can I like maybe I will answer it in the email, Skander, because I'm not sure I can reach him right now.
Okay. If there is mental health training sessions agenda available, I will make sure that we will share it on the Google Drive as well in the same address. So you guys who would like to see the training agenda itself, you will be able to find it there.
Okay.
Thank you for the questions, Skander, and thank you for your presentation, Nazrina, as well. Do
Okay.
you
Thank
guys
you, Oyo. Thank
have
you,
any?
Skander. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. So, the from the audience, do you guys have any other questions? You can comment on the comment chat you're looking at right now. I will wait for some more questions for about a minute. Okay, guys, so we will take it as there is no questions from the audience, no more questions from the audience. So we will now proceed to Tina Tan, who is gonna introduce us about WHO simulation project. Tina Tan, would you like to go?
Okay, I'll start my presentation with my first slide. And this slide is a simple overview of what WHO simulation has been conducted uh, this January in Taiwan. So, um, so what is WHO simulation? For first, I want to mention is that around the world, like this August in Norway, there has been one WHO simulation has been conducted in Norway, and also like for years in Europe and also America, there were plenty of different WHO simulation implemented in different countries around those regions. And like for the Asia Pacific part, uh, this is kind of like in history is for the first WHO simulation in Asia Pacific region. And what is WHO simulation? Uh, I will define them in this three category: a platform for medical students to discuss the topic related to global health, and the second to learn advocacy, lobby, and diplomacy. And the third part is to practice communication and presentation skill. So this is mainly the three parts that compose the WHO simulation this January in Taiwan. And also, like after the first WHO simulation has been conducted, then what is our goal? What is our mission? And what is our vision to really to enlarge this activity and not only for this not only have this conference for temporary but for like a long-term goal and a long-term event for capacity building. And so like I will share a Google Drive link later, and one vi- one doc one file there is about the overview video. Then you may understand the overview vision of this WHO simulation this year through the video. Then I'll proceed with my presentation. Then, so this is the picture for the event this year. This event was hosted in 3 days in the north part of Taiwan. And at the left side, this is the exact picture for what was going on in the conference. And also for the right side is a group photo for the delegates and also the organizing committee of the WHO simulation this January. And like for the highlight of our work, in the August of 2014, we start our project, and we have the project proposed to FMS Taiwan and to be acknowledged by all the delegates from around the medical students in Taiwan. And also in October 2014, we established the organizing committee, which means we have our president and have our different division like publication, like public relationship, and also the academic part. And so our organizing committee was established. Then after about 3 months of preparation, in January 2015, the Taiwan First WHO simulation has been established this year in the north part of Taiwan, and the medical school is called Makai Medical College. And in March, we applied for the pre-APR workshop, and this workshop is mainly focused on to promote the idea of WHO simulation, which is capacity building and global health, this kind of concept through the pre-APR workshop. And this June, we do have the workshop implemented in this Asia Pacific regional meeting, and also I had some introduction of this event in the SCOPH session. And so this is the goal of this conference, from local to regional. And also this is kind of like to invite medical students in Asia Pacific to take part in the global trend, because like for the first time of this conference, we only invited students from all around Taiwan, like they are all medical students. And also when I invite some students in the medical related area, like pharmacy, nursing, and all the students get together to discuss about the topics related to the medicine and the global health. And like, but for the local part, because local still we may have some stereotype of the international affairs and also the global health. So for the second, we planned to have the second simulation in 2017. So for the second time, we wish like we can promote and enlarge it to an regional scale, and also to have more and more students around the world, and really to discuss the global health issues together. And this is the first slide. And then I will have a brief introduction of the topics we discussed this year in the first WHO simulation. For the topic A, it is called Global Partnership for Essential Medicines in Developing Countries, and this study guide was written by the organizing committee, the academic division. So they have like introduction of the main challenges of this topic, and also the key players and past actions. And also in the third part, they have the case study of India. And the fourth part, the organizing committee of academic division, they proposed some of the possible solutions via the research they have done through the internet and through the papers beforehand. And also in the fifth part is the questions to consider. This kind of questions to consider is to provide an overview of this topic, global partnership for essential medicines in developing countries, for the participants of WHO simulation to really to think through and think thoroughly, and to think more 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 in a holistic view. And also, well, the delegates have to write their own position paper, and also in the process of their preparation for the position paper, they may consider these questions in order to really to have a more insight on this topic. And the sixth part is the additional references, which means it's the reference of this study guide. This is the topic A. And the topic B we have this year is called Inequality in Humanitarian Aid. So also in this study guide, they divided the topics into 5 categories. The first part is humanitarian aid, introduction and main challenges. The second part is equality, problem and causes. The third part, role of World Health Organization in humanitarian aid. The fourth part, global cooperation framework. And the fifth part, case study. So this study guide also provides another overview to really to help the delegates to address these issues while writing their own position paper, because they need to finish their own position paper beforehand. Then we will really make sure that they understand their own role. And also I will start with the second presentation of the slides. So also this is the picture. So is why WHO simulation. The reason why we established WHO simulation is first learn more about public health at international level. The second, learn ways to participate in the global forum or conference to discuss public health issues. For the second part is that because not all the students, medical students, get the chance to really to attend a real international conference, but they can have this kind of simulation to have their own practice and their own like first experience of how an international conference has been conducted and how they play their role, their different role in this conference. And for the third part, be equipped with a holistic view of global affairs. And the fourth part, take the initiative and get yourself and your peers involved. So this WHO simulation is mainly focused on the capacity building part of medical students. So that's why we wish that we can, through this event, we can empower the medical students to be like from individual to become an influential one. So that's why we have this WHO simulation. And this is the vision, mission, and the passion. First, encourage the involvement of discussion of all medical and medical-related students of Asia Pacific's future medical development. And the second, collect all the thoughts toward future medical development from various medical-related groups and to achieve consensus and come up with common goals based on the difference among each Asia Pacific countries and the mutual concept of countries which share the similar situation. And for the objectives, like first, to ensure that the participants understand the public health contents and the participation at local, national, regional, international level. The second, make the participants be passionate about the global participation, involvement, and to take the initiative to get involved, such as hosting a WHO simulation at national level, which means that every MMO can have their own WHO simulation in their own MMO, and this is a good way to prepare the medical students to all be well prepared for the future challenges, or a WHO simulation at a regional level to stir the heat of discussion and participation of medical students in public health advocacy and implementation. And for the cooperation, which is the last part of this slide, is to have the Asia Pacific medical students to cooperate with each other and also to take the initiative, because nowadays the Asia Pacific region really has to work together to have the cooperation and to maintain the strong bonds between each other. Then we can really have a regionalized like concept, a mutual concept, the consensus, and also we can acknowledge and recognize our own special issues in Asia Pacific region, and really to discuss about the future challenges we may need to face in the future. So this is the goal. From the left side is the first WHO simulation in Taiwan, and in the middle is for the second, the 2017, we plan to have the second WHO simulation, and also to really to take part in the global trend. And then I'm going to show the Google fan page of WHO simulation for all of you. Like this fan page is the WHO simulation, Taiwan first WHO simulation fan page, and after the establishment of the organizing committee, we start to have our announcements of different things on the fan page. So, like this picture is the call for the organizing committee, and it was posted in November of 2014. So in the end of November, we have our organizing committee prepared. Then we start to devote ourselves into that and really to do a lot of efforts to accomplish this WHO simulation. And also, then we have our first stage of the time for the registration. So the general delegates registration for the first phase is from December 8th to the December 22nd in 2014. And also we have like for one person for the registration fee is 2,800 new Taiwan dollar, and for if they have like 5 people in groups, then they will have discounts into 2,500 new Taiwan dollars. And also after the registration, then we also have the second have the then we have to pay the registration fee. Then after that, we have the second phase of registration, which is from December 29th to January 2nd. And the reason why we started the second registration is because some of the delegates may not finish their payment for their first registration, and also maybe some of the students they miss the chance. So we open the second registration for those who want to attend this meeting, and only for about 5 days for the second registration. And after that, we have our role preparation. The role preparation The role preparation has 4 different roles, and one is NGO, one is the country representatives, and one is the press, and also one is the play the role of the pharmacy. And uh, sorry, I need to call for like 10 minutes break because I need to go for some things. There was an announcement, and I will finish my presentation after 10 minutes. Is that okay?
Are you almost done?
Our school like they need to like have a roll call, and I need to go for the assembly. So after 10 minutes, is that okay?
Are you almost done? I think you can just wrap up quickly.
Okay, so that's almost the whole thing I want to introduce, and all the files I will have the Google link attached on the discussion part of this page. Okay, so overall that's all like the wrap up of this presentation, and for more information, you may like contact me directly. And for the August 18th, I will have the WHO simulation proposal be prepared and sent out for all the MMOs to have their own reference and to start their own WHO simulation, maybe in their own MMO, and also like to cooperate with Taiwan. Okay,
All right.
I really need to go now.
All right. Thank you, Tina. Thank you
Okay,
very
thanks.
much.
Yeah.
Just mute your microphone before you leave. Okay, I think she's done. Before taking the question for Tina, I would like to ask a question from Imtiaz because it wasn't mentioned before. This is a question to Adrina about her SRT in Indonesia. What is the selection criteria of participants and trainers of TOT training? Adrina?
Okay, I'll answer it, Oyun. So for the participant, the prospective quota is 60 until 90 participants, and they will be selected from the curriculum vitae, the CV, and the motivation letter. If the participant is more than the quota, they will select it by their motivation letter. And for the trainer, in the end of this month, they will open a forum in AVMSA who want to register as the trainer for the SRT. Is it enough?
Does this answer your question, Imtiaz? And now I will move on to the questions from Tina. I've already had two questions from Standard. I don't think Tina will be able to answer your questions today, but I will make sure she will receive all your questions, and then I will probably publish it online on Facebook, like I published the promotion for this webinar on SCOPH IFMSA or IFMSA Asia Pacific. So I will make sure that all the answers are delivered back to you. So you can ask the questions if you have any now on the comment chat. I will wait for about 2 minutes. And Imtiaz, did this answer your question? Alright, we will consider it as there is no more questions from the audience. I will deliver Standard's question about if she is willing to contribute in publishing the guidelines for WHO simulation for IFMSA and where she got the procedural guidelines. Thank you guys for joining with us today. The reason why I organized this webinar is that all the participants will have the opportunity to be more involved and be more well informed about IFSA's activities, even though they cannot fly outside of their country for the actual GAs and SRTs and RMs. I hope today's session have given you a little more information about what SRTs are, and that you would be more interested to join the SRT in Indonesia that will happen in November, and that you have understood more about what is going to happen in SRT. Also, Tina is willing to help other NMOs in starting up WHO simulation projects in other NMOs. So if you are interested, you can further contact consult with her, or you can always contact me. I will get you in contact with her if you want to start up WHO simulation project yourself. So this will be the closing of our meeting webinar today. I hope this helped you a lot. You will be able to see the broadcast of this meeting from the YouTube video later on. Also, all the materials are shared on the Google Drive. The link I already shared with you several times. And I will also make sure all the answers to the questions are posted on the Facebook page and delivered to you for some whatever reason it is. And thank you. Just I want to tell you that lastly, I want to tell you that we will have another webinar 2 weeks later. 30th of August is Sunday, same time as today, GMT 12. I will make another Google Hangout for the APRM updates and the project introductions about NCD and healthy lifestyles. So if you're interested, I would like to see you again there. And thank you all for today's participation. If you have any further questions later on, feel free to ask me or ask the speakers directly. And thank you, speakers, for your presentations today. Thank you all. Thank you, and have a good night, or good evening, or good morning. Thank you. Ja or Azurina, would you like to say last goodbye? All right, thank you. Thank you, guys. The meeting is disclosed.